From the National Press Club in Washington, D.C., this is Rewind. This week, the NRA task force disagreed with Connecticut's new gun control laws and proposed to prevent future incidents, like the Newtown, Connecticut school massacre, by sending in more guards with guns.
You can address assault weapons, and it doesn't stop someone bringing in a .45 caliber firearm into the school. It doesn't stop violence in the schools. And so if you're going to protect children, you have to do something about school safety and enhancing our safety measures in school. It can be done.
But a Maryland congressman whose nephew was killed last summer stressed the need for a federal law restricting gun trafficking.
Most Americans already think gun trafficking is a federal crime. I have news for you, it's not. They have no idea that there is no federal law targeting firearm traffickers who commonly use straw purchasers to buy guns for convicted felons and other dangerous criminals who cannot legally buy guns on their own.
During the Kalb Report, the executive editor of the Washington Post acknowledged declines in subscription due to the growth of multimedia, but reinforced the reach of the Washington Post's award-winning journalism.
Well, you cited the circulation declines, and that's for the print newspaper. Our readership has actually, if you look at total number of readers, the total number of readers has actually expanded tremendously.
That would be including the website?
Online, yes, and we're talking tens of millions of readers online every month. So the reach of the Washington Post, the reach of our journalism is greater than ever.
Father Thomas Reese, former editor of a Catholic magazine, described Pope Francis' philosophy towards Latin American evangelicals.
Don't blame them. We must be doing something wrong if people are leaving. And why aren't we out there more aggressively preaching the gospel like they are? And so he turned it into a self-examination of the church rather than simply blaming somebody on the outside. That's major change in consciousness.
Black leaders lobbied President Obama to end the war on drugs, which they see as having a negative effect on the black community.
The war on drugs is a racially biased program that has been targeted at the black community. So when you look at drug use in the white community, drug use in the black community, about the same, but far more black people are being arrested, far more black people are being convicted, and far more black people are doing time.
At a book event about the first integrated semi-pro baseball team that preceded Jackie Robinson, the author read some of the derogatory remarks that demonstrated the controversy.
We wish we could find a chemical to bleach some of those colored boys. We could take some of those players to the majors and win a pennant with them.
The longest-serving executive of a bottled water company emphasized the importance of bottled water in times of natural disasters.
Our detractors suggest that we shouldn't exist, that all we need is tap water. Tell that to the people who didn't have any potable water after Sandy. We've been a first responder for the last 25 years, and within hours of Sandy, we had 100 truckloads of water, 5 million bottles, to the disaster for disaster relief through AmeriCares, Red Cross, and FEMA.
The Fourth Estate restaurant, through its exclusive partnership with Blues Alley, presented its premier night performance of the season. Jazz Night, which will take place the first Wednesday of each month, was kicked off with the music stylings of 3 young artists who entertained socializing guests. From the National Press Club in Washington, D.C., where news happens, this is Rewind. I'm Sophia Manos.